left guard. He's number 61. The center is Tim Biddy, number 60. Right guard, J.J. Donahue, one of the captains, tough football player, number 50. And one of the all-conference players for them, Jason Sullivan, is the right tackle at number 77. And the tight end is Jeff Cotton, number 84. We'll get to the backfield after the kickoff. Set up to kick off for Hudson is number 49. Sean Kroll, he's also a halfback when he's not checked at. Number 44, Jason Gould, they're all-purpose back. Okay, and it's caught by Larry Moulton. Moulton breaks it open! The first play of the game! Larry Moulton! He runs it back for a 60-yard touchdown! Untouched! Unbelievable! So with just 12 seconds gone in the game, the first play, the kickoff, Larry Moulton. Wow, that is a terrific start to this ball game, Bob.
Yes, a great start for Marlboro. Hudson, incidentally, lined up with most of the players on the left side of the field. Looked like they're going to kick the ball down the left. The kicker kicked the ball to the right where there was only one Hudson guy. Moulton took him on, beat him. After that, it was daylight. I think there was probably a little confusion there on Hudson's part.
Wow, that's amazing. It's the first time I've seen that happen, but Larry Moulton, 60-yard run back for him?
65, 70 yards. It was real close.
As 70?
69, 70.
Okay, and one thing you might want to see here, I was watching the Marlboro practice yesterday. They might try to run some sort of a fake off this where one of the ends will peel off, and you'll see number 22. That's going to be Lance Podlesny. Maybe try to either run it in himself or pass it. If not, Moulton will be the man of the moment here, trying to kick the extra point. And single-handedly, just 13 seconds into the game, it's the fake. I called it. There you go, and there's Podlesny. He is in untouched. No chance for Hudson on that one. In 8-0. Quicker than you can say, welcome to the Thanksgiving Day coverage. Marlboro comes out steaming ahead.
Great call there, Glenn, by you. That reverse caught Hudson sleeping, too. Hudson now really in a hole, 8-0 with, 13 seconds gone in the game.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely going to be stunned a little bit. Last year, a tough game between these two. And then, like you had mentioned earlier, a game steeped in a lot of tradition. This is their 91st meeting. And this is an anniversary of the 1959, the 35th anniversary. Explain that one to us a little bit. I wasn't around for that anyway.
Well, in 1959, Marlboro, coached by Roy Norton, went undefeated, won the Class C state championship. You had guys like Cassapass on that team. Fellow by the name of Ron Gosho, outstanding Marlboro football team. And they captured this, I think it was like a 59-20 score that Thanksgiving morning.
It's a big blowout. Was it this cold?
I don't remember it being that cold, 1959.
I just remember 2 years ago, it was a terrible rainstorm over here, and that was a mud bowl. And now last year, we're at the Morgan Bowl. It was kind of chilly, but this year, this one takes a cake after those. Today. Now returning to the field, 13 seconds into the game here. Marlboro's up 8-0, and kicking off will be Larry Moulton, the one who just returned the kickoff, 70 yards to start things off. Back deep to receive for Hudson. We have, I believe that's Jason Gould. I can't quite get a read on him, the two deep backs. But Moulton with the kickoff, he's sort of kicking into the wind. Kind of just dies right there. But Jay Rohn, we could have a repeat. Oh, that is a touchdown-saving tackle by Ricky Sincata. Jason Rohn just answers that. And I'll tell you what, I think that Hudson's ready to play today, too.
Unbelievable start. It looked like both teams look like they don't want to kick the ball off down there. Looked like they're attempting some type of squid kick, but in both cases, Marlboro returned for touchdown, and Hudson back there for a good 50, 60-yard return down to the 27-yard line.
In the Hudson starting lineup is Ron Melvin, number 34, a split end. The left tackle, Sean Jamison, 57. Brian Braga, 65, the left guard. Ed Lee is the center, number 68. Jeff Collette, 66, the right guard. And the right tackle, John Cunha, number 78 and 84. Dan Sullivan, the tight end. Leading them out is quarterback Matt Ford, the senior. And in motion goes Dave Ingersoll, the right halfback. They sort of run the wing T, and there's the handoff to Jason Gould. He gets about 3 yards on the carry. That'll set up a 2nd down and 7 on the Marlboro 25.
Little trap that time off the right tackle. Right guard pulling out, leading the play. Looks like hurry-up offense here, Glenn.
Little no huddle a la the Patriots after the second half a couple of weeks ago. But the wing T certainly is an antique offense. You could say that safely, but, you know, so far so good after the first play from scrimmage anyway. Oh, and Ford holds on to it. Nice play action fake. Throwing the wide out. Thrown deep for Danny Sullivan, but nothing doing there as it just sort of floated in there. Might have got caught up in the wind. It's real windy out today.
Certainly is. Hudson now moving with the wind. Be a little easier to throw the ball heading in this direction.
I'll tell you what, though, I was down in the field. Those first few hits that you dish out today, that ground is still frozen. It's gonna be stinger day today.
Certainly is.
Okay, it's now 3rd and 7, and Ingersoll goes in motion to the left again. And that's Sean Kroll trying to go around the left end. It's just stacked up over there.
That's your wing T sweep, Glenn. 2 guards out pull in front of the ball carrier. It looks like Hudson scripted their first 3 plays, and now quarterbacks running to the sidelines looking for some help from Coach Bush.
Okay, so on 4th and 10, looks like they're gonna go for it, actually. Little offensive strategy here, try to get some points on the board after that long touchdown kickoff return to start the game. And Ford brings him out, gets a little bit of a slip. He's rolling right. He's under some pressure. He's got some time. Oh, and he's brought down by Shane Gilliott. Tough play by Gilliott.
Great defensive series by Marlboro, Glenn. But after that kickoff, he turned down to the 27. Marlboro's going to take over on their own 40.
Okay, and now that's some good field position for them, and now the backfield for Marlboro. The quarterback is Ring Sincata. The fullback is TJ Rake. He and Sincata sometimes switch off. Rake will take some turns behind center. The right halfback is Shane Gilliott, the one that was just in on that sack, and Lance Podlesny, number 22, makes up the left halfback. Marlboro certainly isn't a very strong passing team this year. They kind of like to grind it out on the ground. Obviously, they run the wishbone, but they've achieved some success with it also. The first play from scrimmage, Podlesny sweeps right. He gets around the corner. He's got 1 man to beat. And that is about a 25-yard pickup for Shane Gilliott, that sweep around the right side.
Very well executed play by the Panthers that time. Right side of the ball. Really got off the line at the point of attack and really made that play possible.
And the 4-4 defense that Hudson runs, too, I think one of the key things is to get around those corners if you really want to have any success. And now they're just going to run it to the other side, to Gilliott. He gets around the corner, and he is gone. Shane Gilliott. That's a 25-yard touchdown run, and boy, just 8 minutes and 46 seconds into the game. And Marlboro appears to be off to the races. They're up 14-0. They ran a 3-play drive and just cranked out a 60-yard touchdown drive.
2-play drive, wasn't it? Pitch to
was it 2? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Marlboro scoring in a hurry here at the 91st renewal.
Wow.
Great offensive series by Marlboro.
And I guess you got to keep it simple. I mean, if they're going to just be able to run like that all day, that's probably something they want to do. But really just 2 plays, one from Podlesny to the right and one from Gilliott to the left. And before you can say much more, it's 14-0. And Larry Moulton is in for the extra point. I think they're going to kick it this time after that fake. No, he's just firing right. Sincata sees himself a little bit of pressure. He's got some time. He's going to try to make it. And we don't have a signal, and it's no good.
No fake that time, just a bad snap from center. They called the fire with the emergency play that goes along with it, but Hudson stifled them. So 14-0, probably the only thing Hudson's been able to do right to this point.
Now, you're a football coach. What does Herb Bush say to his team now? I mean, they definitely have to be a little bit demoralized. The first quarter isn't even halfway over. They're down in a whole 14-0.
Well, actually, what you got to do is you got to tell them to be patient. It's a long football game. You still have a full game to play. There's 8:46 to go in the first period. There's 3 more periods to go. You can't get away from what you planned. You got to try to get it going, and you got to try to build some confidence. 1 touchdown, you're right back in the football game.
Okay, and Larry Moulton will be kicking off for the Panthers. back to receive for Hudson are Sean Kroll. Actually, they have one man deep back. That's Kroll. And Ron Melvin, one of the ends, is the up man, and Jay Roan. Roan almost broke one last time, if not for the tackle by Ricky Sincata. So interesting things could happen here.
Certainly could. The kickoff's been an exciting play in this game so far. One return for touchdown and almost on the other side.
And he punches it back. There's Roan again. Looks like they're going to try to make another return right. He gets around two of them. Oh, nice group tackle there. He's brought down by Ricky Sincata and J.J. Donahue.
Hudson looked like they set up a middle return that time, but Jay evidently saw something he liked on the outside, went away from the blockers. Not too successful that time.
Unless somebody broke the wedge. For the Panthers. And on defense, the Panthers stack up. The front line is 84, Jeff Cotton on the end, along with Derek Reed, the other end, number 88. Jason Sullivan, 77, one of the tackles, along with Scott Giroux at number 72. We'll get to the backers and the secondary after this, and it's Ford takes troops back out over center for Hudson. Actually, no, we had this mistake. It was to Gillette, and a little, what would you call it, an inside counter reverse?
Wingback trap is what they call it.
A wingback trap.
Actually, a halfback trap with a reverse from the wingback. It's an old Delaware wing T play.
And Roan rumbles for 6 yards on that one. And actually, interestingly, on defense, Roan started out as a safety. I was talking to Herb Bush. He said he's one of their biggest hitters. He moved him up to the inside backer position.
Well, he's a big, rangy kid, a tough football player.
Okay, and Joe Beveridge takes him out over center now for this series. And there's Gould. They just run to the left on that side and breaks a tackle. That's a tough run and a first down. He gets about 9 yards on the carry for Jason Gould.
Tough run that time. Good block by the Hudson left guard, trapping on Marlboro's defensive end. Got a guy out there, made a good block. The offensive tackle made a good block at the point of attack. Opened that hole up nicely.
Gould's got it like that. He's the leading rusher for the Hudson Hawks this year. I believe he has 5 touchdowns on the season. Now they're just gonna break it off right. It was Dave Ingersoll, the right halfback, with the carry. Doesn't get too much on it, maybe 2 yards. Sets up a second down. And actually, they're not giving him anything. A second down and a 10 on the Hudson, on the Marlboro 42-yard line, rather, with just 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter here in the Thanksgiving Day Football Classic.
Nice job by Jason Sullivan that time, getting away of that pulling guard, taking away that play.
Okay, and Beveridge again. It looks like they were running a little bit of an option keeper. The ball is loose. It's anybody's football. And it's recovered by Marlboro. We're going to give that recovery to Jeff Cotton. First down at midfield.
Jeff Cotton from Marlboro coming up with the loose ball. Option, the first time Hudson's tried to run the option today. Marlboro defense handled it very nicely.
I'm telling you, it's got to be a tough play to run. My hands are freezing. I'm up in the booth. I'm not down on the field with the wind and everything wreaking havoc. But Jeff Cotton's certainly very happy with his performance on that one.
Well, I think really the game is really right on the line this series. Hudson down 14-0. Marlboro with the ball in the 49. Hudson's going to have to make a stop here if they want to make a game of it.
And Rick Sincata almost got him to jump on that little stumble in the backfield. The ball's loose. And it looks like Shane Gilliott managed to recover it on that one, but...
Well, you called a little while ago. Tough handling that ball on a day like today, cold. Any pitch today is going to be an adventure.
Okay, and that sets up a 5-yard loss for 2nd and 15 for the Panthers. And Hudson's got a little bit of confusion, as does Marlboro, and I think Marlboro called the timeout on that one.
Yeah, Marlboro ready to go, hurry up. Probably had a few plays scripted, but with the 4-yard loss, they're going to get off the script and probably call a down and distance play.
I think with both of these teams, I mean, I remember even 5 years ago, you'd see Marlboro and Hudson, both sidelines would just be filled with kids, but I think, you know, you see a smaller turnout in football. You don't see, obviously, as good of a product, but I certainly think that the rivalry is as strong as it's ever been.
Well, the rivalry's strong, but I don't know, football at the high school level just doesn't seem to be as popular as it used to be. We don't get the crowds we used to get on Thanksgiving. You would hope the rivalry would bring them out, but I guess it doesn't on a cold day.
Okay, and Marlboro coming just out of the I formation now. It's Podlesny in motion. And another inside handoff. Podlesny is off. He's gone. He did not get touched through the line. Just one last-ditch effort by Mark D'Amelio, one of the safeties. Did not work. It's a 51-yard touchdown run by Lance Podlesny. That's his second of the day. And Bob, I didn't get too good of a look at the formation. They just ran that out of the eye.
Ran an eye play, just a little counter. Fullback going one way, tailback going the other. 54-yard touchdown run. Marlboro really having a big play morning.
Yeah, really. Geez, I gotta say, I mean, 3 touchdowns, 3 long gainers, and you know, 6 minutes, 12 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Panthers are up 20-0.
Well, Glenn, you called the first 2 points. One a fake, one a kick. What are they going to do this time?
I don't know. I'm out of my wizardry. Marlboro's going to take a timeout.
Coaches want to talk to the offensive unit lining up for the extra point. Probably going to go for 2 here.
We're excited to begin the game. Will be the whole second half, probably.
You know, it could get a little bit confusing for us. We have the starting lineups, but if they start rolling in the backups, I could be could hear a lot of paper shuffling in the background here. And there's a look at some of the Marlboro High cheerleaders enjoying this cold Thanksgiving morning. And just like to welcome you all to Channel 30's Thanksgiving Day coverage. I'm Glenn Gleason, along with Marlboro Shamrocks head coach Bob Brennan. I'd also like to say hi to John Breen down in the field. He's one of our cameramen, and he's also our station manager. He does a lot of things here. And Stephanie Flionis up in the booth with us. And anyone you want to say hi to? Oh, they got him to jump on the 2-point conversion. Sincata just rolls out in the end zone. That was a tackle-eligible play. Boy, they're certainly breaking out all the gimmicks. Looked like Ben Coutone went in motion for that one.
Actually, I think it was Jason Sullivan wearing number 46.
I just saw the 6. I thought it was Coutone.
Jason lined up at the end position that time. Came across the field. Corner of the end zone. Looked like he lost his footing.
Oh, that'd be a scary sight, having to try to deal with him out in the backfield.
Well, I'll tell you, Glenn, 20-0, 6:12 to go in the first period. Hudson really has the workout cut out for him now.
Indeed they do.
Herb looks a little unhappy with the officiating on the other side, talking to the official.
Okay, and set to kick off now. Once again will be Larry Moulton. And the deep backs for Hudson will be Jay Rohn once again, along with Sean Kroll. And Moulton with the kick. It's a squib kick. Actually breaks through the second line. Was that an onside kick or was that a squib, do you think?
Just a squib, just trying to get it through the front line into the second line.
And Jason Gould wound up recovering that for them, picking it up. Good field position for him, though. I mean, you're saying how they need a break, and
well, obviously, Marlboro's shown a lot of respect for Hudson's return. That's why they're kicking the ball in that style. Amazing thing about this game, Glenn, Marlboro scoring all their points against the win.
Oh, that's
20-0 first period, everything against the win. So certainly you couldn't plan a start any better than Dutch Holland has got here today.
Actually, he's got Ford back in at quarterback after that fumbled option by Beveridge. And just, a big stack up right there.
Jason Sullivan at the point of attack, outstanding job. Just took on the guard and just stopped the play right there.
Sean Kroll knows he's in the football game after that one, man. He got his bell running. Stacking up that line, you cannot let the offensive line get a good surge on you. It'll be all over. Hudson broke a couple pretty big 10-yard gainers to the left. They definitely want to concentrate on trying to shut that down.
Well, I don't think Jason Sullivan's the kind of guy you want to run at. Having a banner year this year for the Marlboro Panthers.
He's back in his normal lineman's numbering now, number 77 instead of that tackle eligible play. And Ford rolls out to pass, just a little pass out to the flat. Nice completion to Ron Melvin. And Melvin, they say he's their speed merchant. Coach Bush told me that the kid can run a 4.5 40, and one of their keys, if they want to have any success, is getting him outside and getting him open and letting him fly with the ball.
Well, it's a must. Hudson has to put something on the board this possession. Marlboro that time defensively, incidentally, overshifted to the Hudson strength. Every player moving over one man, had a man on the nose. This time it looks like they get back with their even looking defense.
And Matt Ford, a little bobble exchange there, and Gould picked up about maybe 2 yards. That brings up a 4th down and we'll say a long 3 at the Hudson, probably 47-yard line. We're just about 4 minutes left in the first quarter here now.
Hudson defense Marlboro defense rather reacting very well to the trap that time. Linebackers filling that hole very quickly.
And I see J.J. Donahue coming off the field. Got a little bit of a stinger on one of his thumbs. And they're back to punt. Oh, they sent the block. Oh, they just missed it. Marlboro sent a long block, and they get a great bounce by that. But it made it into the end zone, so Marlboro will take over on their 20. That's their worst field position of the day, and that's the average field position you get when you start.
That was a great punt by the young man from Hudson that time under a lot of pressure. Kicked that ball 60 yards from where he punted. Super kick.
Wow, that is, yeah, he put a big boom on that. Got a nice bounce, too.
Well, Marlboro going to work again against the wind, which they haven't had too many problems with up to this point. And Hudson definitely has to put a stop to Marlboro.
And this is a pretty decent opportunity for them. If they can pin him in down here, they'll just get to set up with a little better field position, excuse me. And Sincata comes up under center with the snap. And that's Podlesny. Podlesny gets it on the corner, and he's brought down by Roan and Ford. Only after picking up the first down and got about 12 yards on the rumble.
Lance got that mostly all on his own. The Hudson defensive end did a nice job, but Lance put a move on him and got outside and made that gain pretty much on his own.
Yeah, he's a slippery kid. You got to wrap him up. He's not that big, but he's fast.
No, he's a fine runner. Had a great career here at Marlboro High. Done some great running, especially this year.
Okay, and now they're starting to run some of the reserves through. That's Brian Greska. And he rambles for about 15 yards.
Well, Marlboro obviously found that Hudson's weak spot this morning. They're running that end both sides of the field for big yardage every time they run it. Getting great blocks at the point of attack. Man in motion that time leading the play. Good block on the linebacker. Very well executed
I was
play.
going to say, that's the key. Like I had said on the 4-4, you kick everybody inside and you get around those corners, and it's pretty much daytime for all these people. And they're back in sort of a modified wishbone. Sincata with the handoff. TJ Rake doesn't get too much on it.
Hudson actually in an odd front now the last couple of plays. Looks like a standard 52 defense. Hudson's been known to do a lot of stunting on the inside over the years out of that defense.
Try to like loop the linebackers through and things
yeah,
like
they blitz them. Sometimes they run blitz and sometimes they just blitz all the way through.
And Greska's back in at fullback, and they're going to run the fake reverse, and Podlesny once again. Oh, there's a flag down on the play, and he looks like he's shaken up on that.
Very well executed play by Marlboro. Marlboro's offensive line doing a great job coming off the ball. People pulling backs are carrying out their fakes, doing a nice job.
David Ingersoll, what are they calling that? And that's a penalty on Marlboro.
Probably illegal block from the rear, above the waist.
More importantly, though, Podlesny was shaken up on that play. Man. He got someone put a wrap on him. Dave Ingersoll stuck him just at about knee height, coming around that corner. And Tanya Urban and some of the training staff is out there, along with Coach Holland.
Lance been hobbled off and on all year with injuries. Otherwise, he'd have really put some numbers up. Let's hope the young man can get back in this game. He's having a great game so far. Looks like he's getting up on his own.
Yeah, and the statistics this year for Podlesny, he's got 128 carries for 814 yards, 8 touchdowns. Actually, we'll make that 10 now. We don't have the updated yardage totals, but we do have. He's got 2 touchdowns from scrimmage, 2 long runs, about a 60-yarder and a 55-yarder. He's a little bit slow to get up.
Lance had a great year. I saw him over in Westbrook game he wasn't supposed to play in. Come off the bench early in the second period, try to make it go over, rush for over 100 yards, scored the winning touchdown. Looked like they're helping him off the field. Could be that knee again.
Yeah, he's not going off under his own power. That's not a good sign for him. Got to feel bad. And looks like it's his left knee that's giving him the problems. Is that the one that was bothering him?
That's the one that's been bothering him all year. But listen, he's done a day's work already. Yeah. He's over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. So.
And he gets a big hand from the crowd here at Kelleher Field. Actually, Chris Christo, another Marlboro player, he's out of the game. He's got a bum knee. He hurt it in the Milford game. He's sort of hobbling along, number 73. Not going to need surgery. Sincata going back to pass, something he hasn't done for very long. Oh, and that's a great catch right there by T.J. Rake.
T.J. Rake, probably one of Marlboro's finest receivers, if not the finest, especially in traffic. A great athlete. Chris Christo, you're talking about, boy, you heard, done a great job at defensive tackle from Marlboro High. His father, Rick Christo, played back for Frank Kronoff in the 60s. A lot of tradition in that family for football.
And after a 15-yard completion, brings up about a 3rd and 5 on that. And that's Shane Gilliott. Let's see who they ran in to take Podlesny's place. It looks like number 40, Larry Moulton.
Now, Marlboro has a lot of depth at running back. If that's one position they have strength at running back. Larry Moulton comes in, does a nice job. This Shane Gilliott, great back. T.J. Rake, another outstanding runner.
And it's just going to be over the inside. Gets stacked up by Hudson. Gilliott didn't go too far. Hudson looking a little bit more aggressive on defense, certainly on the inside.
Well, they're running that stunt now. Marlboro ran right into the stunt. They bring in at least one backer all the time. That time they bring 2 backers. Marlboro ran right into it.
And Derek Catronbone with the tackle on that. And Hudson takes over on downs. So there, with 1:10 left in the first quarter, they're down 20-0, but they're certainly not giving up yet, as you can see on the big 4th down play. The D comes up strong. That's going to be a little bit of a morale booster for these guys. I mean, it just shows that Marlboro isn't going to score at will on them all day.
Well, no, Hudson's hitting, and they'll continue to hit. That's this rivalry brings that out. You won't see anybody laying down today.
And Hudson comes out of the eye now, too. Gould is the fullback, and they're just going to go off tackle right, and not too much for Roan as he gets stacked up.
Hudson doing a little searching, little different offensive looks. Trying to find something they can get to work, probably sustain some type of drive.
J.J. Donahue with the tackle. That's his 3rd today so far that I've noticed anyway. And Dutch Holland says he gets at it.
J.J.'s an outstanding linebacker. Absolutely outstanding. Reads good, fills the hole, gets back in the pass coverage.
And they're just going to try to pitch left. And nothing doing for Jay Roan on that side, boy. Cotton.
No, that's, I think, Hudson's 3rd attempt to run wide. Actually, 4th if you count the option. Really haven't had any luck out there. They've had good luck on that wing T reverse with the tailback, the wingback handing the tailback. Might have to come back to that play.
Okay, and that brings up a 3rd and 10 now. If Hudson can establish a little bit of continuity on the offensive side of the ball, they just had that big defensive series. And that's the end of the first quarter. So the 91st Thanksgiving Day Classic is 1 quarter in the bag, and Marlboro is up 20-0 over the Hudson Hawks.
Well, Glenn, I don't think anybody here, especially me, expected this fireworks this early in the football game.
Yeah, really. I mean, we had the opening kickoff taken for a touchdown, and then Hudson almost did the same. And then Marlboro took over in their second play from scrimmage. They got a touchdown, and just moving right along. And hopefully we can get some sort of word on Lance Podlesny. He went off with looks like some sort of a knee injury to his left leg.
You know, Marlboro this year's had some great kickoff returns. 10 days ago against Milford, Rick Sincata brought the second half of the second period kickoff back some 65 yards for a touchdown. And Marlboro has a great return game, and they have under Dutch Holland. Dutch spends a lot of time on special teams, and it's shown the effects of it over the last couple of years, especially the last 2 weeks. Got them off to a good start today.
I mean, Marlboro enters this game 4-5. You have to keep in mind some of the teams they play. I mean, they play North Middlesex. That's a team that beat Brockton this year. I mean, so not a lot of teams are going to win that. And they play, you know, the Leominsters, the Fitchburgs, a lot of big schools that they used to just keep up with in terms of enrollment, but not now. And over the ball for Hudson is Matt Ford. He rolls back the pass. He had the man open in the flat. The ball is up. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a pass interference on Ricky Sincata. Trying to get that to Ron Melvin. Didn't happen.
Looked like a good defensive play. Looked like Rick was going for the ball, but the referee's a lot closer than I am. But, you know, you're right talking about the Marlboro schedule. Marlboro definitely doesn't belong in Division I. They have to play the likes of North Middlesex, Fitchburg, Leominster. They just don't have the enrollment to compete with those guys. And I really don't think it's fair to the kids. When they play in their own class the last few years on the Dutch Holland, their record is excellent. But there's just no way they're going to compete with those bigger schools.
And even Hudson's a victim of the declining enrollments. They're 2-7 this year. They beat Air, and they beat Maynard also. One game that Herb Bush said he would have loved to have back was the game against Assabet. And the handoff, nothing doing, a gang tackle right there.
A little quick trap in the middle that time, but J.J. Donahoe reading that guard very nicely, filling that hole.
Greg Wardwell on that one for Hudson. And actually, looking down the sidelines, Podlesny is out taking some hot laps, trying to get himself back into it. Maybe got a little bit of a tape and some cuts on the sideline. Hudson now has a 2nd and 9 right at the Marlboro midfield, or at their midfield, depending upon how you look at it. And in motion is Kroll. And there's Roan, met head-on by Donahue once again.
That time, J.J. came on a stunt. Play kind of went by him, still got back into the play. Old Scotty Giroux, number 72, a nice job from Marlboro that time, taking on the block.
Yeah, Giroux doesn't get too much attention because you got Jason Sullivan on the other side. He's a pretty solid ball player, I'll tell you what.
Scotty's been, as you say, a very solid ball player. Goes out week in, week out, gets the job done, doesn't make many mistakes.
And this is another one we can categorize as a big play for Hudson. They got a 3rd and 6 at the Marlboro 46-yard line. And they're going to try to get to Roan, and nothing doing. That was number 88 for Marlboro.
Derek Reed that time, a nice play from that defensive end position, a linebacker, I guess they call it in this set. Great job.
It's going to be interesting to see what this flag brings.
The defensive left side for Marlboro has been lining up very close to the neutral zone. Might have got caught in at that time.
Offsetting personal fouls, and then it'll bring up 4th down. I didn't see anything dirty over there, did you?
I think the referee is just probably trying to take charge of the game, say, hey, fellas, let's play football. We don't need that extracurricular activity. 4th down, Hudson going for it. I really don't think they have much choice. Yeah. They have to get every down in that they possibly can.
And once again, that's Kroll in motion. He's going to try a quick pitch over to Roan. He gets around the corner. And finally brought down over there by Steve Murtoff. And Derek Reed again in on the tackle. And Marlboro's going to take over on downs.
Jeff Cotton, a nice job that time. He's a defensive end on that side. Really straightened up that play, took on the blocker, allowed those other fellas to come in. Great job by Jeff.
Okay, we're going to have a little bit of a different look in the backfield as Podlesny makes his return, along with Gilliott and Rake. No, we're not, actually. First and 10 from the 44. You got about 8 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first half here. The Panthers up 20-0. Just a straight dive up the middle. TJ Rake jams it right at the gut. The tackle Brian Braga stops him.
Quick hitter that time by Marlboro. Stevie Catone. Great job off the ball that time. Block. Benny Catone. I want to call him by his father's name. Benny did a great job, named after his grandfather. Benny's been a real productive kid in terms of offensive line play for Marlboro. Been watching him play since he was a sophomore. Made leaps and bounds every year, turned into be a real good lineman.
Marlboro had to call a timeout. Something happened with the offensive lineman. Scott Giroux went out on the field, but was not supposed to be out on the field, so they had to spend a timeout on that one. It's funny, though. It's just the difference in tradition here. You're talking about Ben Catone's father, and here I am. Like, the only one I know is Ben Catone. I haven't been around.
Yeah, Benny's he's a good football player. Real gentleman, too.
And Dutch Holland giving his team a chewing out that we can hear up on the up in the booth here. But they finally managed to get Giroux in there. It looks like he's playing the right guard position. Going to give J.J. Donahue a bit of a breather here. And he's just going to sweep right to Podlesny. And he's brought down by Ed Lee.
Hudson back in that even front again with the 4, and Marlboro going outside still with continued success, Glenn.
That brings up a 3rd down and 2. Oh, you get across the midfield once again. Podlesny comes out, and they're going to hand it off to Gilliott. Gets around the corner, one man to beat, and he's got down the sidelines all alone. Ooh, big hit. Oh, the ball's loose.
Giving it to Marlboro. Ball must have went out of bounds over there. Saved big gain for Marlboro.
Greg Tatnall put a lick on him over there.
But as you called it against that 4, Marlboro having great success running outside.
First down, we got it in the 24, and now they're just going to bring it to the right with Gilliott. Gets around the corner once again, and down the sidelines, manages to get about 3 more yards on the carry before he finally gets knocked out of bounds by Mark D'Amelio.
Lance Podlesny doesn't look like he hurt him on that play.
Jeez, I guess.
Glenn made a nice run. Hudson that time in almost what we used to call a 61. They call it a 4-3, but it's just a different look on the 4. Hudson trying all different looks defensively, see if they can control the Panthers, but not having much luck.
And Marlboro came out in something a little bit different. Hudson didn't like it, had to call the timeout on that one.
Well, Marlboro certainly has Hudson confused. I mean, there's no question. The start they got in this game, the kids are fired up. Herb and Mike Nanadowicz, the defensive coordinator in Hudson, giving Marlboro different looks, hoping to plug that dam, but nothing stopping Marlboro today.
And Nanadowicz said when I was talking to him, one of the things that they like to do with the safeties is try to rotate, or the corners rather, is rotate one, send them on a blitz, and if the pass coverage comes, the strong side guy pulls back and goes into coverage. It's pretty complex stuff.
Well, it's what they call a roll-up, is what it is. You roll up on one side and then bring everybody into it. Sometimes you can roll somebody right into the right coverage and pick one off. But they're sending people. He's brought the corners, he's brought the inside people. They're playing some games up front, but Marlboro's but they're handling everything Hudson throws at them.
And now with a first down and 10 on the 11. Actually, this kind of works to a team's disadvantage because they have to get a touchdown, really. If they go 10 yards, it's pretty much going to be, and Gilliott right up the gut. And are they going to give it to him? No, they're not. They're going to probably have his knee down.
That's Lance Destiny again, and boy, is he running hard this morning.
So much for all that talking about having to go 10 yards to get the first down. One play, and that was pretty much all they needed.
You have to credit the Marlboro coaching staff. Every time Hudson makes a defensive move, Marlboro counters. That time with a nice quick trap into that vacant spot on the 40.
I believe Hudson's used up all their timeouts for the half.
Never even really thought about it.
And Hudson spends another timeout. I think they've used up their amount for the half on that one.
But if the ball breaks the plane, I mean, it's a touchdown. I thought that was a good
That's
call.
what I thought. If the ball goes across the plane, it should be a TV.
And we're having a little bit of an argument up here with Bob Pryor. Not an argument, rather. We're trying to figure out whether or not that last run by Podlesny was a touchdown. And they think that it's either the ball didn't break the plane or the ball did break the plane in the end zone, and whether or not his knee was down before that happened.
Yeah, it looked like a good call from here. It looked like he was down and the ball wasn't across the end zone. So, but the way Marlboro's moving off the ball, I don't think it's going to make a heck of a lot of difference, Glenn.
And now they're going to get 4 cracks at it, and the ball is actually about on the 1 foot line right now. And we get a good look at Sincata under center, and another motion penalty. That one's going to be on Hudson. I think they got a little bit anxious on that.
Well, it's either encroachment or illegal procedure on Marlboro. Hudson says it's against Marlboro, but no, it's offside Hudson.
And that's half the distance to the goal line, which will be about 6 inches. Boy, that Tim Biddy, I just saw him coming out over center. He reminds me of Tim Goad. He's got the Tim Goad build to him. And the keeper for Sincata, does he get in? We can't really tell. Oh, the ball was loose.
I think the whistle had blown.
Ah, they did. And down at the bottom of the pile for Hudson.
Marlboro on a quick count that time, but Hudson right on that play. Good effort that time by the nose tackler of Hudson, number 50.
Derek
Katzenbaum.
He's a big son of a gun, 6'2", 290. And they're going to get another crack at it. Oh, he's off. Greg Wardwell was right up over center. He's going to, looks like he was going on that one. He kind of tried to time the count, got a little bit carried away, and put a pop on
That's
Biddy.
exactly right. He was working on the count, and Rick Sincata didn't go on the same cadence and caught him.
It's a smart quarterback's play right there. They're going to go up the gut, and that's a touchdown for Podlesny. It's his 3rd touchdown. Right at this point in time, we're going to give him the MVP of the game.
It's going to be tough to stop him from being the MVP, that's for sure. Having a great game.
Okay, so just under 6 minutes left. Marlboro goes up 26-0. And on for the extra point. We tried every pretty much trick play that they have for extra points, except for maybe the Statue of Liberty or the swinging gate. I don't know.
Well, actually, the first one was a takeoff on it with a little wing back coming all the way around for that reverse. But you got to credit that Marlboro offensive line up to this point. Done a great job with every front the Hudson Hawks have thrown at them.
And the extra point attempt, the fake, they're going to do it again. Oh, and Rake is wide open in the end zone. That was Gilliott. They just ran it to, check that. That was Podlesny throwing it to Rake, and they just ran it to the other side.
Well executed that play with a pass on the end of it that time to T.J. Rake. Marlboro getting that 2-point conversion, 28-0. No stopping the Panthers this morning. It looks like just how big they want to make it.
And I think that we're going to start seeing a lot of subs coming in from Marlboro. have everybody get a chance to play on Thanksgiving Day.
Well, you won't see a lot of subs because there's really not a lot of subs on there. Marlboro's squad, low in numbers, as is Hudson. But I'm sure the bench will be cleared today.
Well, I had the right
Which is a nice thing. Getting into the Thanksgiving Day game. Definitely something that you like to brag about, and turkey tastes a little bit better when you win.
Certainly does, and it's been a long time since Marlboro's blown Hudson out. I know we had a blowout here a few years ago with, actually might have been in Hudson, in Carlos Crocker's junior year, year before the Mud Bowl when they blew Marlboro away. It's been a while since Marlboro's put up this point total against Hudson.
And I'll tell you what, next year, I was talking to Herb Bush before the game. There's another Grassa brother coming, Carlos's younger brother. He says he's more athletic and faster and has a better arm. So that could wreak some havoc.
Well, that's bad news for Marlboro.
In the kickoff, a short squib kick, and Matt Ford took that one right in the chest like a good shortstop and rumbled about 10 yards. Puts it right to midfield.
But Hudson, year in and year out, they come up with the good athletes. Had some great athletes on Thanksgiving morning, as well as Marlboro.
It's got to be tough, you always kind of have to pull for the underdog teams in a situation like this. They're just out there trying their best with what they got, and hey.
Well, you pull for the underdog. I'm pulling for Marlboro.
Oh, I'm pulling for Marlboro too, but you always have a little spot for the underdog. And actually, Joe Beveridge is back in at quarterback, and it is picked off by another quarterback. Rick Sinclair in the secondary goes right up the middle with a 20-yard return, and finally gets brought down over there by Jason Gould and Ed Lee.
The old tip drill that time, tipped right into Rick's head. Rick, another kid from Marlboro with an outstanding career, played some defensive back as a sophomore, made the starting role as quarterback his junior year, back again his senior. Had a great career here for Marlboro High.
Actually, he's this season, like I had said, coming out of the wishbone, he's been 13 for 42, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for 141 yards total on the season. But the rushing, he's picked up 169 yards in the rush with 4 touchdowns. So the kid, he's a little bit of a stumble by Moulton, and that's going to cost him right there as Sincata gets piled up.
Actually, that's T.J. Rake. Marlboro's made a quarterback change. T.J. in a quarterback now. T.J. will probably take over the reins of quarterback next year.
Okay, and they're going to be, they're starting to roll in. David Fagone comes in as one of the ends at number 80.
But this young man, TJ, son of Tom Rake, former Framingham State coach, this kid is a heck of a football player, great athlete.
And he's a junior this year, so he's going to get another year, get a little bit of seasoning in him. And they're sending Donahue in motion. And there's Moulton, gets around the corner.
Great pay that time by Jay Rohn coming up from that linebacker spot, shut down that sweep.
I was just going to say, because if he didn't, Ben Katona got out around the corner and...
Benny out front knocking people down like he's been doing all day.
Put a big stick on Mark DeMille. He would have been gone if... But Rohn, they say he's probably instinctively one of the best football players. Just gets to the ball, gets off the blocker, gets there.
Oh, he's a great athlete.
Puts a hurt down.
Tough runner, good linebacker.
See a little bit of confusion as he split out now as Mike Sincata. He sees some time at defensive back. They're going to do a quick kick. Quick kick, a great play, a great bounce, and it will actually not so great of a bounce. Couldn't make it die.
That's a 50-yard kick for TJ. Seeing some great punting here today. The Hudson punter had a 55-yarder here earlier. Of course, both with the wind. Shows you how strong that wind is today.
Yeah, really, and with 4 minutes and 11 seconds left, the Hudson Hawks are going to take over on their own 20 after a quick kick kind of caught us by surprise there. That's why they call it the quick kick. And 28-0, the Marlboro Panthers lead. You're an old Marlboro Panther yourself, aren't you? You must have some pretty good memories of playing here on Thanksgiving Day.
Mostly bad ones.
Okay, and in motion, they sort of ran that fake reverse too, and that's Kroll. Ooh, that could have been, they called Catone with the late hit on that.
Yeah, a little over aggressive that time.
That was
the
a fair
juice is
call.
flowing and jumps in and makes that hit a little late.
Okay. That's a 15-yarder, dead ball, personal foul. And he'll pick up the first down. And the clock starts ticking away.
Hudson with another quarterback again. Joe Beveridge back at quarterback. Looks like he's rotating those quarterbacks today, Glenn.
And he hands off to David Ingersoll. Ingersoll got tied up, managed to break free.
I want to tell you, the Jason Sullivan that time took on two people at the point of attack. One of the Hudson kids he took on is got shaken up a little bit, but boy, did he break that play down.
Yeah, it made him have to string it out. It actually cost him 5 yards on that. Gotta love those big kids that just start bashing it in up the middle right there and wreaking havoc for offensive linemen.
Oh, they are. Jason Sullivan, I mean, there's just no way you can move him. You either got to trap him or double team him, or best thing is probably just run away from him.
Gould, he does a little option keeper in Beveridge. Oh.
There's Jason coming back chasing. So I guess it doesn't make any difference what you do with him today.
That's gotta hurt. He got after that ball. He put a stick on Beveridge.
But that time, Ben Catone on the other side, off the line of scrimmage, just taking the play away from the Hudson offensive line. Marlboro's both lines, offense and defense, controlling the line of scrimmage.
Gotta get up on it right there, and they did. And Beveridge probably hearing some birds after that one.
There's some real hitting out there.
Yeah, these guys really pop. I was surprised, even from far away you can hear the helmets. Interestingly, Jason Gould hasn't been as much of a factor as they would have liked to have. Oh, holy smokes. And Catone makes up for that 15-yarder. And because that was a clean hit. And
Benny Catone going out in style. Boy, what a hit. He come up there untouched and really laid a hit on poor Joe Beveridge.
That is a shaken Beveridge.
I could feel that all the way up here.
Oh, that one brought the crowd to their feet. Boy, that was a pop.
Well, here's the first punt of the day against the wind. Jay Roan gets to try it.
And the snap was a little bit high. They're sending the block. He gets away a fairly decent
punt.
That's
a nice punt.
And back to return. Gilliatt's just going to let it bounce. And again.
That's a 45-yard punt from where he kicked the ball against the wind. That's a fine kick. Marlboro with good field position, though, on their own 42-yard line.
They have a minute and a half left here in the first half. You think you're going to see him run a 2-minute type of offense?
Well, Dutchie's going with his backup quarterback, going to give him some work here, which is good in the first half with a 28-point lead. This guy, they've run a lot of option when TJ has been in the ball game, so they may try to run some option with him.
So could happen. We have Brian Greska as the fullback, along with Gilliatt. Somebody moved a little bit early.
Looked like the whole offensive backfield for Marlboro that time leaning a little left before the start of the play.
So Gilliatt, Podlesny, and Greska making up the wishbone attack now. And Lee Ricker having some words there. But, Lee Ricker was my track coach in high school. Still a track coach up at Neshoba Regional. He's a great guy.
Offensive coordinator. Here he is, a great guy. And a great coach. He's done a great job here for Marlboro the time he's been here.
You can hear his voice from Bolton when you're in Marlboro. And once again, so close. Lance Podlesny just ripping off those humongous runs.
Mark D'Amelio, a great tackle for Hudson. Otherwise, you have another long, big play for Marlboro. That was a great tackle.
20-yard pickup right
Saved
there.
the touchdown.
Was that a counter? That looked like they were running some sort of a counter.
That was a counter.
And they're just going to pitch right now to him. Pitch left, actually. And brought down that time didn't get quite as far.
Greg Tennell did a nice job for Hudson coming up there quickly on that play. Greg saw that play coming.
And Gilliott lining back up. We got about 50 seconds left in the half now. Whoa, better get back off the field. Jason Reyes, a freshman, anxious to get in there and get some playing time. And there's Gilliott. Not much brewing for Gilliott on that one. Gets just back to the line of scrimmage, brings up a 3rd and 9. Jay Rohn. Jay Rohn has been to the Hudson defense what J.J. Donahue and Jason Sullivan have been.
He's all over the field for Hudson. Lance Poldesti looks like he was hurt again that time.
Oh, Rake, a little pump fake by Rake. Gets away, gets around the corner. Oh, it's going to be a big collision. And he manages to get out of bounds, pick up the first. That's a flag right there, yeah. Gotta call that.
TJ showing his athletic ability there, huh? Dodging that pass rush and getting out to his left. Made a good gain, smart enough to head for the sideline.
And Jeff Collette gave him a little late whack on that one. Got Rake's dander up, but that's going to be a 15-yarder on Hudson. Jason Reyes is going to come in. He's going to give Gilliott a break at the right halfback. And they're also running in Mike Sincata.
Dutchie rotating his backs here just about every play. A lot of different people in the football game. Kids getting a lot of experience for the coming seasons.
Dutch says this kid Reyes is going to be one to watch. He's a real burner as a freshman. He's going to throw the halfback option. That was the pass semi. I was going to say that reminded me of the UNH pass in the BU overtime, but the quarterback didn't go out on that one. That was
That time Sean Jameson for Hudson really smelt that play out. He was over there looking for that throwback screen.
a halfback to halfback, fullback, halfback to halfback screen, and they're going to try a field goal with the wind at their back and 6.3 seconds left in the first half here.
Wholesale changes for Marlboro for this field goal. Unless we see one of your calls again. Reverse pass, sweep.
And if it does happen, if they do go to the right, one of the guys back guarding for Hudson will be David Ingersoll.
This will be a 30-yard field goal.
Yeah, he's going to actually give it a shot, and no. Not going to be close. Oh, that's eligible? You can run?
It is.
Got to keep running.
That's a live ball.
So at the end of the first half, much to the pleasure of the partisan crowd here at Kelleher Field, the Marlboro Panthers take a 28-0 lead into the locker room against the Hudson Hawks.
Well, Marlboro did everything right that first half, didn't make one mistake. Everything they did worked to perfection, offensively, defensively. The offensive line, defensive line control the line of scrimmage. Linebackers picked up everything on defense, and the Marlboro backs are running it well.
Yeah, the first play of the game was a kickoff return, about 70 yards for Shane Gilliott on that, and hopefully we can try to get some more concrete stats for you. But these Hudson guys going off the field, they're dragging their chins a little bit here. I don't know what you can tell them, just in terms of what to do. The second half, maybe just go out and try to do it for pride.
Well, that's it. That's an overused word, but, you know, that's basically it. The coach is going to tell them, hey, you know, we got to make a football game out of this. We got to hang in there like it's nothing to nothing and try to win the second half. Here comes Vic Rimkus across the field.
Oh, that guy's a legend.
Well, you know, Vic's reputation speaks for itself. An outstanding football man and an outstanding gentleman. You know, Vic's certainly a role model for the athletes at Hudson over the years and continues to be so.
Still playing men's league hockey, from what I understand, too.
Vic's still a competitor, no question about that.
Makes him a grade A in my book, I'll tell you that right now. And we're going to just watch the halftime show. We're going to sit back and let you guys enjoy the sights and sounds.
How you doing?
Welcome the 1994 Marlboro High School band.
Okay, everyone, and welcome back to the Channel 30's coverage of the Thanksgiving Day football game, where the Marlboro Panthers versus the Hudson Hawks. 28-0 for Marlboro right now. Looking pretty good for them. For Hudson, I don't know, Bob.
Well, listen, it's a day everything Marlboro planned to do. They did it. They did it well. Everything's going right for them. Hudson hanging in there like all Hudson teams do, hitting solid. But Marlboro having their own way. Everything breaking right for them, doing a great job both sides of the ball. Not much more you can say.
Yeah, really, actually, there are two words that you can say for Marlboro today and be pretty much on the mark. That would be Lance Podlesny. The kid has just put together a super game offensively. He's got 3 touchdowns now.
How many yards does he rush for?
How many yards has Podlesny rushed for? He's rushed for 141 at the halftime. Took a couple plays out with a bum knee, but
141 yards at halftime on Thanksgiving morning. What a tremendous performance. And hey, J.J. Donahue playing linebacker, Jason Sullivan, Benny Catone, Jeff Cotton. These kids are all doing an outstanding job out there. T.J. Rake. Gilliard. I mean, go on and on and on. They're all playing a super football game. They all put it together the right day.
Absolutely. And we're joined up here in the press box by our colleagues from the Enterprise Sun, Phil Raschuti and Bob Pryor, both doing some color pieces on the game, I'm sure, to be in tomorrow's paper.
Marlboro's going to kick off against the wind with a big lead. Certainly a good move. Want to run to that snack shack in the fourth period.
It looks like the class of 1969's having their 25th reunion over there in the end zone, over by the yellow tent. And of course, 1969, the year that brought us Woodstock. So they could have relived it if it was rainy out. They could have had their own little mud thing over there. But
yeah, 1969. I just bumped into my nephew Wally. He was a member of that class. Can't believe he's out of school 25 years. Amazing.
In Moulton, another squib kickoff. And
Marlboro's still showing a lot of respect for Hudson's return.
Jeff Collette, the big man, definitely want to get his hands on the football one more time, maybe get to pick it up and rumble. Did not happen, but nevertheless, he can tell his kids he was part of Thanksgiving Day history.
Certainly is. Jeff is a good-sized lad. Offensive guard for Hudson. Had a good year for them.
And let's see, he's going to bring Beveridge back out to start the half at quarterback. And plays off. And inside, that's going to be Kroll.
Jeff Cotton in on that play. Jeff has really taken the blockers on that side of the line of scrimmage, doing a great job all day here today for Marlboro.
That's a good for 6 yards, that pop right there. Like I said earlier, Jason Gould not seeing his number called too much today. He's their star running back, I guess you could say, for lack of a better word. And he left early on that one. That one is going to be on. No, it's not. He breaks a couple tackles. I think it's going to come back, though.
Looked like procedure, but he's a tough runner, that Jason Gould.
Murtaugh finally brought him down.
The Gould name is really a name that a lot of kids with that name from Hudson over the years played a big part of this Turkey Day Classic. Marlboro had a Gould playing for them last year, a transplant from Hudson. So great athletes from Hudson by the name of Gould.
He's the Marlboro Jason Gould is actually up at Worcester State this year. Put together a pretty good team. The Lancers had a pretty solid season.
Oh, they had a great game. Brian Cullen and the staff up there did a super job.
We got a first down and 10 at the Marlboro 48 now for Hudson. A little bit of continuity, and they're going to go to Kroll again on the left side. Looks like that's good for about 5 yards.
Yeah, that wingback counter, fullback going one way, tailback the other. Guards out front. I'm sure that Dutchie told his team at halftime that you got to hang in there. This game isn't over by any means. Got to stay right on top of this team. Can't let them back in the game.
Marlboro put 20 of their points on the board in the first quarter. It only takes a quarter to do it, obviously. You know, any given team, any given day. And once again, oh, big pop right there on Kroll. Gordy Halliday with the original stick. Donahue was in.
Yeah, Gordon really put a lick on Jason that time, but Jason, hard running, still managed a couple more yards.
Well, Hudson's sustaining a little bit of a drive now. It's about their fifth play. Another hurting themselves with those procedures, though.
Try to go a little quick count that time. Looked like they fooled his own people more than Marlboro.
That's 5 yards, still first down. So now they have a 1st and 15 from the Marlboro 42. Just under 9.5 minutes left in the third quarter here at Turkey Day at Kelleher Field. Along with Bob Brennan, I'm Glenn Gleason for Channel 30's televised coverage.
A little spread formation this time, Glenn.
This kid Melvin, he's a burner right on our side here. If he can get open, just tried a little bit of a cutback. Oh, and it's a completion out of the backfield. And Beveridge gets Kroll out of the backfield, sets up a, no, they just about got back to their for the first down yardage. No, they're giving him the first down.
Little spread formation that time. 49 coming out of the wingback position, getting behind the linebacker. Very finely executed play by Hudson.
And Beveridge again. Tried to fake the keeper.
Looks like Hudson running a little more at Marlboro this half rather than the trap plays and the counter plays they tried in the first half. Having a little success here early in the half.
And just go man up on him. Actually, Scott Giroux is coming out of the game for the Panthers. He's been replaced by Ben Catone. And right up the gut. Nice run. Jay Parento.
That's the start of Hudson's option play. They run the option off that same style play. It's almost a veer option. They're doing a nice job with it here with that first man. Quarterback making a good read.
Another first down for the Hawks. Once again, they got the split backfield. And they're just going to give it to Parento. Bulls his way down. Looks like he picked up about 7 yards on the carry.
This particular drive, the Hudson offensive line having their way, getting the ball, beating the Marlboro defensive line off the ball.
I don't know, maybe it's me, but they have Parento listed as 5'6", 138, a very tiny kid, and he's just, he's certainly running a lot bigger than he looks.
He looks a lot bigger than 138, too. From up here, good pair of legs on him, running real hard. Marlboro taking a timeout.
I want to talk about this, not too happy with that.
Tim Hickey doing a little, well, let's say he's trying to get the attention of the boys down there for the Panthers. But the Hudson offensive line doing a great job getting off the ball much better this half, the start of this half, than they did the whole first half.
Just saying, you guys, you got to play some better football than that. That should not be happening. I mean, they're just letting them go right up the middle on that. And
good camera work there by your boss.
John Breen looking good down on the sideline.
Well, we got second down, about 3. Glenn with a chance to pick up a first down here, even if they don't score.
Yeah, I tell you what, certainly Hudson got a great chance to break the shutout, maybe establish a little bit of momentum. They chewed up a lot of the clock, though, on this drive, which is not their enemy yet, but could be. There's going to be another penalty. That one's going to be on Hudson again, I believe. It looked like the right side of the line got off the ball before anybody else did. Yep.
You made the call, Glenn. Procedure. Just what Hudson needed. 5-yard penalty.
A lot of people say that could work to their advantage, sort of opens up the field a little bit more. They're not as jammed in if they want to try some sort of a pass, but neither team has shown that much of a tendency to go to the air today, so.
Well, I prefer 2nd and 3 versus 2nd and 8 anytime, any place on the field.
That's a very good point. Evers comes out over center, and actually a good pass fake on that. Sean Kroll.
Some nice running there by Sean. That's a play that Marlboro really has taken away from them in the first half, but they've run it twice this period and with a little success.
Okay. Well, that was good for about 5 yards right there.
Well, they've got 2 downs to pick up 3 yards for first down.
If they do that, they have four more cracks at it. And, that was Wardwell.
Jeff Cotton, another big defensive stop for Marlboro.
If I'm Hudson, you have to go for it.
I don't think there's any question they're going to go for it. They're even going to take time out to make sure they get the play they want. Imperative that they go in and score here if they're going to have any chance to get back in the ball game. Marlboro makes a stop here. It's, I think you can light up the cigar. Is that what Red Auerbach used to do?
Yeah. So it's more than the third quarter, just about halfway over. We have Marlboro still on top, 28-0. Hudson's got the ball on the Marlboro 2-yard line. It's a 4th and 1. And a good situation for them.
Well, Glenn, you make the call here. You got a 4th down, about 2 yards to go. Important that you get in the end zone here. What are you going to do here?
I'm going to give it to Gould. I'm going to send everybody. I'm going to bring in 2 tight ends and just try to bust it to the right, probably, like you said, to our left, to Marlboro's right. Try to run it away from Sullivan and Cotton, because they've been causing some serious damage here. And it's not going anywhere. Wow, big stop for Marlboro on that one. Jay Roan.
A little confusion in the Hudson backfield that time.
Nowhere to go for him, and Marlboro hangs tough.
The 5-yard penalty was a killer for Hudson. It's 2nd down and 3, and they took that 5-yard penalty and took them right out of the drive.
He asked me to make the call. I said run away from Sullivan, but he ran into Donahue and Catone, and then Jason Sullivan, some happy fans on the sidelines here celebrating. But back to the action now. We're going to have Sincata back in at quarterback. And it starts to get Reed Podlesny. Actually, Bob, you said today was also a 50th anniversary game.
50th anniversary, the 1944 undefeated Class C champions of Marlboro High School, captained by Walter Brennan, my older brother.
Not the famous movie actor Walter Brennan.
No, Walter Brennan, the famous Marlboro High athlete.
Okay, and that's Shane Gilliott grinding out about 5 yards on the carry. Going to bring up a 3rd and short. Going to look like about 3rd and 1.
That game, incidentally, 1944, the field was covered with snow. The only thing you could see were the lines. They cleared the lines across the field.
Wow, like the infamous Patriots game against the Dolphins.
Yeah, Marlboro won that game 13-0. Some great football players in that game. Dick Duran, Army Bully, Billy Wing. Outstanding players from Marlboro.
That's old school football right there.
That's old school football.
Were they running the wishbone back then?
Ran the short punt in those days.
And that was a Gilliott on that, Shane Gilliott. Gets back up. They're running in a whole bunch of subs now. For the starters, the whole line comes off the field. Jason Sullivan coming off along with Tim Biddy. No, they're not. It's a punt. I apologize. I sort of lost track of the down and distance on that. And it looks like Marlboro's got a little bit of confusion. They might have to...
Making sure they get everybody on the field. Time rapidly ticking away here.
I know, they're going to have to... they might call the flag. It could be a fake. No, he's going to... Not necessarily a quick kick. Joe Eady was not 28 rather. David Ingersoll, not too much of a return on that.
I tell you, I'm impressed with the kicking game of both Marlboro and Hudson. These punters doing a great job kicking with the wind and against the wind. That's a 35-yard punt against the wind for T.J. Rake.
Maybe they've been taking some punting lessons from John Toyas, Marlboro's answer to Ray Guy, the Shamrocks answer to Ray Guy anyway.
I tell you, John's a hell of a punter.
And now Hudson takes over on the Marlboro 37. This is their best field position of the day to start a drive. They got down to about the 3, the last drive, and then that 5-yard penalty, like Bob said, just pretty much killed their chance at that touchdown. And there's the play right there. Oh, almost. Beveridge was looking for Ronnie Melvin. And good coverage by Rick Sincata, but if Beveridge had got that ball ahead of him, he could have been gone. They said that kid
well thrown ball, but good coverage. And a sideline and up move by Hudson, but Rick didn't bite for it. He stayed with him all the way.
Melvin can burn. That brings up a 2nd down and 10 for the Hawks. And there's Jay Roan. Not too much distance. With him going to set up a 3rd and 4. And in on the tackle.
Jay Roan, he's going to be a sore boy today. He's made a lot of hits out there, both offensively and defensively.
He's going to know he's in a football game. Dutch Holland pretty much staying with the first team D here. Kind of got a little bit of a scare, I think. Hudson marched it all the way down to the 3-yard line. Beveridge just a little quick hit. No luck. Looking for Danny Sullivan. Danny Sullivan, the Indianapolis 500 winner from a few years back. They brought him out.
Well, I'll tell you, Hudson, pretty good play that time. End open for a minute there. Pass a little thrown over his head. Might have made some yards had he caught that one.
Yeah, he's a big kid. He just had the secondary back there to contend with. Marlboro, looks like they're going to be blitzing here. They got everybody up front. And Beveridge got hit just as he got rid of it. The pass is completed to Sean Kroll, but
Jim Valerio made the hit on the quarterback that time. Jim, another underclassman, doing a fine job for Marlboro this year. Got a chance to play some football, and looks like he's going to be a good one for next year.
Jimmy Valerio. So the Panthers take over on downs. Now time starting to run down in the 3rd quarter. We're not too well schooled on this rivalry, but have you recall any time there's ever been a shutout?
Oh, there's been a few over the years. I can't remember the last one. I think back here when Huck Hannigan was here, I think Huck's last year, Hudson shut Marlboro out. You go back into the 40s, Marlboro won a big one here, I think in 47, 25-0.
Sincata back in at quarterback. His brother goes into motion. His brother Mike, and just another one up the middle for Podlesny. And Brian Braga, we're going to give him the
following Jay Sullivan again. Can't say enough about him today.
One thing I like, because Dutch Holland coached at Neshoba when I was there, is they run the line call offense. I kind of like that. It sort of throws teams for a loop. I mean, obviously, if you scout it, you know how they run it, but still, it's a little bit different. You have the tackle, the center, and then the tackle calling out numbers, which correspond with the play. And 2 of them are the dummy calls, and 1 of them is the live call.
Yeah, pretty much the same system Huck Hannigan used when he was here. Huck was big on the line calls. And most offensive lines today use line calls somehow or other. I know in the NFL, the center makes most of the calls.
In motion from Marlboro on that play was Jason Reyes, the freshman. And a nice little stick right there. Greska picks up about 3 yards, gets brought down by Dave Ingersoll.
Clock continuing to move. We're down around 2:29.
Bob, I think I'm going to offer you some money for those mittens right now. Looking at this, I'm eyeing those.
Keep your hands nice and warm.
And Reyes goes in motion, sort of a decoy play. Podlesny gets around the corner, but finally gets pushed out of bounds by Jason Gould. He was the last man to go. Actually, he would have had to get by Roan. And it's got to be.
Lance got a nice set of legs there. Boy, they're moving all the time. He gets a hit and he spins, continues to keep those legs moving.
Rolling a couple ambulances by the field here. That picks up a 1st down for Marlboro. They're right at the Hudson 44 now. They're driving. Oh, the snap's loose. Sincata is under pressure. Gets brought down by Brian Braga. The ball was still loose. Personally, I think that ball was loose. And I think that...
looks like he's calling incompleted forward pass.
This is one of those shovel passes. I wish we had a replay. It didn't look like an incomplete pass to me on that one.
Well, it was very close. Very, very close.
Well, the penalty is going to be a holding on Marlboro.
Herb Bush, a little out on the field, a little excited with the officials here today.
Dressed in red, looks like the young Kris Kringle. All he needs a beard. He's got that red from head to toe.
He hasn't been too happy with the calls he's been getting today.
I think on that one, rightfully so. Actually, to be perfectly honest, that one looked like a fumble, out and out. Yeah, we can hear Herb from over here. He's got his dander up. The ref taking his time to explain to him. Doesn't really matter. The ref doesn't change his mind.
No, 28-0. I don't think it's going to do any good either.
And Marlboro picks up a first down and 23. So 10 yards on the hold plus the 3-yard loss. That's certainly a strange down and distance situation. And Sincata gets hit in the backfield. That ball is loose. Big scrum for it. We're going to see who recovered it. And Hudson picked it up. Bob, I didn't get a number on who fumbled. Who was that?
You know, I'm not sure. I've been watching Herb. Herb hasn't stopped talking on that sideline. And I'm trying to figure out why he's so upset.
And the ball was recovered by Brian Braga, rather. We don't know who fumbled it, though. That's the only thing we...
I think it was 42 for Marlboro.
It's Shane Gilliard.
Shane Gilliard. Herb is still yelling at that official over there.
He's going to get a flag pretty soon if he's not careful. And they have Beveridge back in. Try to keep your eyes on the backers here. And he rolls out, setting up short. Oh!
Oh, my. Oh! What a play by Jeff Cotton.
Ooh.
Jeff Cotton, outstanding athletic play.
Oh, he got raw on Beveridge on that one. And Beveridge is coming off the field. That cannot feel too good in this type of weather, man. Getting your hand on someone's helmet like that. And
no. Hudson going with the play action pass, and Marlboro's not buying any play action at this point in the game. They're looking for him to throw the ball.
It started out well. Didn't end up too well. But yeah, he looks like he got a stinger on the thumb or something like that. He's kind of shaking his hand. Okay, and now Beveridge leads him out. And the handoff this time to David Ingersoll. Gets around the corner, down the sidelines, and finally knocked out of bounds by T.J. Rake.
Dave's showing some good moves that time. A little fake in and come back outside. Good speed.
Whew. That's a 22-yard gain right there. That's good for him. Good for Hudson. Not too good for the Marlboro defense, though.
Dave Ingersoll, is he a upperclassman or a...
Ingersoll.
Certainly ran well on that play.
He's listed as a sophomore.
Sophomore. Well, he's somebody Marlboro will have to contend with the next 2 years.
Definitely have to keep your eyes watch for him. They're doing a little bit of a stack on the defensive line. And around the corner, poor Hudson. Kroll couldn't quite get out there.
Nice run by Greg Tennell that time.
So Sincata and Donahue team up for the tackle on that. Just a little bit more than a minute left in the third quarter. The Marlboro Panthers leading the Hudson Hawks 28-0 in this Thanksgiving Day football game, the 91st meeting between the two teams. And Hudson's on the move right now. Joe Beveridge is in at quarterback. 2nd down and 8 from the Marlboro 21-yard line. And the handoff to Roan. Oh, he gets stood up. We got Gilliard, Mike Sincata, and on the tackle also is Derek Reed.
Shane Gilliard in there too. Great effort by the left side of Marlboro that time.
Are you a little bit surprised by the score of this game right now?
Yes, I am. I thought it would be a one-touchdown game at most. I thought we'd see a 20-12 game or 28-20 game. But Marlboro, just with the big plays early in the game, really turned this game around.
And Beveridge once again. We're down to about 15 seconds left in the third. And there it was again.
Tough to have arthritis, brother.
And that was Sean Kroll once again. And what do you call that? The tailback trap?
Tailback trap. Actually, that time was a wingback trap. He handed the ball to the halfback, and they brought the tailback in. That's a play that Billy Lafreniere used to run for the Shamrocks with a lot of success years ago.
And the game is 3/4 history now, with Marlboro up 28-0. 11 minutes more left in this football season. Kind of a difficult thing, I think, for a lot of the seniors. This is the last time they're ever going to be playing with the same teammates, you know. And a lot of memories, a lot of hot weather, I'm sure, that they practiced in, a lot of cold weather, days like this in the rain, and it's all coming to an end. It must be kind of strange for them.
Absolutely. Kids have, 4 years they've played together, practiced together, worked together. All comes to a close this morning. You got to give the Hudson seniors some credit. They're really trying to make a game of this. They could have folded the 10 at the half, and they come out the second half. They're playing good, solid football.
They're on the move now, too. It's a big play for them. 4th and 1, the Marlboro 14. Poor John Breen, I'm watching him down there on the sidelines. The guy, people stepping on his camera cable and everything. He's a veteran, though. He's hanging in there.
John's doing a good job.
And it could have called. There's Jason Gould. Have not seen him too much today.
Jason's run very, very hard. Made some nice gains against Marlboro. But that Marlboro defensive line has been.
She's a big kid, boy. I'm looking on the monitor right here.
Good size boy.
Got a little pop in his step. Well, got to go to work tomorrow, Bob. I didn't win the 50-50 raffle. Kane Beveridge brings him back out again. This time, oh, that's a touchdown for Hudson. They break the shutout. Great run by Sean Kroll on that one. It's a 9-yard touchdown run.
Great individual effort by Sean Kroll, diving into the end zone.
Yeah, he got through the line, got a little bit caught up in the backers, and then just some strong leg drive.
Yeah, split the seam right into the end zone.
Brings him to the promised land.
Good running job. Good running.
Gives the Hudson fans a little bit to cheer about. We got about 10 minutes left in the game here. Going to be interesting. They're gonna do a swinging gate type of play here. Look like a rugby pitch, and Gould just makes no bones about that. Jason Gould.
Jason's a good, tough runner. Give him a little room, he can give you a lot of headaches in the course of a game.
Seems like one of those guys that, I mean, for the only comparison I can think of off the top of my head is a Marion Butts type of guy, where you can't let him get hit in the backfield. He can't necessarily juke and create, but give him a little bit of a head start. Let him get through his line, and he's gone.
Well, Hudson has a good history of fullbacks. They had that young Wadwell last year, and they had V.O. a couple of years before that. They've had some great fullbacks. Andy Curtis going back a number of years. Ray Gerard. Been some great fullbacks over in Hudson over the years.
So now it's 3 scores apart at this point. It's 28-20.
I'm sure Hudson have an onside kick here, try to get that ball back.
Yeah, they have Rake up on the front line. TJ Rake, and they also have Jeff Cotton, guys that can handle the ball. They don't usually let the linemen touch it too much, unless it's in practice, just to pick them up.
And you notice who else is up there? Jason Sullivan.
That's right. He's number 46 on that extra point that they tried.
He's got great hands, good basketball player, fine athlete, like his brother Jake.
Oh, and Gould gives it a ride. Kind of caught him. You got to play that ball. Oh, return right, but Leslie could be a little bit of history in the making. No. Oh. That's a heads-up tackle. Mark D'Amelio and then Sean Kroll met Podlesny head-on.
Oh, great effort by Lance Podlesny. He's got my vote for MVP. I don't have a vote.
If my voice was heard, it would be heard that way.
He's got it anyway. Boy, what a great game he's played today.
Yeah, really.
That's the hit, Bob. That's the hit.
He's probably got about 110 yards on return yardage alone after that one, not to mention the 141 he had at the half.
Yeah, what a total offense day for him. Runs and kicks. He's well up there, pretty close to 300.
And they're going back to the bone. Who got antsy on that one, Marlboro or Hudson?
J.J. Donohue, probably the first mistake he's made this year. he had a great year. Had a great career.
You gotta like the kids like that. He's not a very big kid, but he's just wiry and.
And he put up his hand to say, "Hey, I did it, coach." He wasn't hiding for anybody.
Actually, I suppose when you think about it, it doesn't matter anymore. They're not gonna have to run any sprints on Monday to make up for it. Okay, and Sincata back in a quarterback, and they're just a little bit of a dive to Podlesny.
Mario D'Amelio went on the stop.
Okay, we got a 2nd down and 14 for the Panthers now on the Hudson 45. And they're going to do the quick pitch out to Podlesny. Podlesny gets a great lead block from Ben Coutone. He's down the sidelines once again, and Mark D'Amelio, another another touchdown saver tackle over there. Tell you what, that kid Ben Coutone gets out around that corner, and he gets downfield.
Yeah, Benny's done a great job on that sweep today. He's done it all year.
Gotta do it on that sweep, and those ambulances rolling back by.
Benny's a kid. I can remember playing special teams as a sophomore, and every year he's just gotten better and better.
Good wrestler, too. Now they're going to try the other side. Oh, the halfback pass right there. Podlesny trying, no, and it falls incomplete for Eric Maiori.
Pretty well covered that time by Hudson.
I think they sniffed that one out.
Yep.
Actually, I think Podlesny had 2 options on that one, too, because after the snap, Sincata started going down the left sideline.
Yeah,
he looked over there.
Yeah, it looks like it could have been a throwback. That probably was the first option.
Maybe he was trying to look his coverage off. Okay, and there's the sweep this time. There's a penalty on the play. Podlesny gets out around the side. And Bob Pryor from the Enterprise just informed us that Podlesny's gone over 1,000 yards for the season now. So congratulations for him. He's a mid-watch all-star.
Certainly is.
Along with Jay Sullivan.
Had a great career, great year.
I haven't spoken with him too much about it. What's he looking for colleges? Is he going to go local or?
I don't know. I guess he's a pretty smart kid. He'll have some opportunities.
I was an offside on Hudson that time. And the clock begins to run. And Sincata with the keep. Now Donahue gets around the corner. There he goes. Oh, I'll tell you what. Mark D'Amelio's another one that likes to hit. He just put a big rap on Sincata on that one.
He's made some good hits. A typical Thanksgiving Day game between Marlboro and Hudson. The kids hit right till the end of the game. They're really banging each other out there.
And Sincata isn't exactly a huge kid either, and he just bounced right back up. I tell you,
he's a scrappy kid. He's run that play very well for the last 2 years, that little bootleg.
And Halliday's coming off the field. He looks a little bit shaken up. Gordy Halliday, number 18.
But you know, I've seen Marlboro play half a dozen times this year and really been impressed with their how scrappy they play and hang in a football game.
Yeah, I don't think they were blown out by anybody. Sincata on the keeper. Oh, he fumbled the ball. He recovered it in the end zone. Wow. What a strange play. Up some extracurriculars going on here. And we got Cotton and Derek Catrambone getting into it in the end zone. And now it's kind of turning ugly. Greg Wardwell getting involved in that. And that's not a very sportsmanlike thing to do for either side there. But Sincata just was on his way into the end zone and he fumbled the ball. Fortunately, he did manage to recover it. But we have Catrambone down for Hudson in the end zone.
Flag on the play.
He really appears to be in some serious pain down there. I thought it might have been a little bit of an emotional thing, just getting upset, but not going to happen.
Looks like he twisted his ankle in that melee after the play.
Emilio's first name is Matt.
And the touchdown is waved off, negated by a holding penalty on Marlboro. And then I get a nice panoramic view of Kelleher Field, courtesy of Stephanie Flionis' camera work. I'll get a look at the Hudson defensive line taking a knee with the Marlboro offense.
A lot of nice camera work done here by the staff at Channel 30 today. They did a great job here covering this football game.
Catrambone's up. I tell you what, that kid's got a lot of weight to support on that leg. He goes about almost 300.
He's a big boy. Done a nice job there at times defensively for Hudson today.
A little bit of scrap. I hope that Dutch was telling the kids not to get carried away with the cheapness. There's 8 minutes left in the game that it appears that they're going to win, so try to go out like gentlemen, both sides of the ball. He certainly would hope. The Marlboro High band was in fine form at the halftime. We're having some of their sounds waft around. But now let's get back to the action. It's first down and 17. Rick Sincata under the ball. Oh, and Marlboro comes back, responds to Hudson's wingback trap. We're going to call it that.
Counter play out of the wishbone.
Second down, Marlboro at the Hudson 16-yard line.
Marlboro today, great success running Hudson's ends.
Sending Gilly in motion on this one. Oof. Podlesny says gets meted and greeted by Jay Roan. I know that wasn't the proper Queen's English.
Jay Roan made some solid hits today for Hudson too. That time Lance come up behind Jay Sullivan. Probably the first time Jay missed a block today. Had a couple of people couldn't make up which one.
Yeah, he was actually
which one he was going to hit.
Kind of talking to Donahue about it. Might have been a little bit of a miscommunication between the two. And there's Podlesny once again.
Another tackle by Jay Roan.
Brings up 4th down and 12. Yeah, Herb Bush was telling me that they moved Roan up from safety this year, and to play one of the corners. And I said, wow, that must be tough for a little guy like a safety. But Roan is a 6-footer, goes about 190. He was an oversized safety, I think you could say.
Yep.
There's a pitch to Podlesny once again. Gets a nice block from Catone. Flag down on the play. And Jason Gould with the play.
I think it's all academic. Hudson takes over anyway. Unless the penalty's on Hudson, I don't think so.
The penalty is declined. First down, Hudson.
Lance is coming off. He's still limping a little. Played a great game on that bad knee of his.
Got quite a hairdo too. That little that buzz cut thing. The flat top.
Yeah.
Looking tough. Gordy Halliday coming over to the sidelines too now. Okay. Start Beveridge again. That's a nice run by Dave Ingersoll.
Dave Ingersoll, tough little runner for a sophomore. Marlboro's not going to be too anxious looking at him run the next 2 years. He's a tough little runner.
That was a sophomore. He's going in at 175, 5'9". He's going to grow a couple more inches, put some more pounds on the frame. And finally, my hands start to get warm today.
I got a 201.
And Kroll goes in motion. Oh.
I got 201.
He gets Ingersoll gets a meet and greet from the 90 combo. We'll say number 50, J.J. Donahue, and number 40, Larry Moulton.
Yeah, he just went 5-2-2-3.
Both teams going primarily with their first units with 5 minutes left in the game.
And in motion for Hudson is Kroll. There's a white shirt right there. And the ball's loose. Wardwell bobbled it, fumbled it, but it was recovered by Hudson.
Brings up 4th down and about 3. Hudson's going to have to kick it away again, Glenn.
Yep. Gilliott's back deep. Recover. They might try to throw a fake punt in here. Probably not, but could happen. Hudson calls a timeout. There's. No, Marlboro's in a block formation. They have 10 guys up front.
Going after it.
So who do you like in the afternoon games today?
Who's playing?
I think it's Dallas and the Lions.
Dallas and the Lions.
Hey, they don't have Troy Aikman. They don't have
Emmett Smith.
Even Rodney Pete. You know who they brought in to look at this week?
Tommy Hudson.
No, Mike Pagel, a mass marauder.
Mass marauder. Should have brought Dave Palazian.
Yeah, no kidding. Better than Pagel. Pagel's got gimpy knees. Semi-decent snap. Sincata, that could have been they did call it. That's going to be. And, Gilliott goes down the sidelines for the touchdown. It's going to be waved off. Automatic first down for Hudson. Are they going to call Sincata? We're going to call Sincata with roughing the kicker, the automatic first down.
That's going to negate that touchdown run by Shane Gilliott.
Too bad. He got after it. Geez, they sent the block squad and they ran it back for the touchdown.
Well, of course, Hudson in a tight punt looking to protect the kicker. Not many people downfield except the 2 wideouts. Made that play possible.
So Hudson hangs on to the ball. It reminds me of the championship game against Toledo. The Shamrocks moved 55 yards in one play, and they only ran the ball.
With a 4-yard game.
Yeah, Toledo rang up 3 15-yard unsportsmanlike in a row. Beveridge goes back to pass, looking down the right side of the field. And it's a pick by T.J. Rake. Rake sets up for the return right, almost like a punt, gets down the sideline. I'll tell you what, that's a nice little run back by T.J. Rake. He gets it down to the 15, a 25-yard interception return. And the Panthers pretty much take over, but we got a flag down. It's probably going to be on Hudson, so Marlboro's just going to wave it off. No. Wow.
Roughing the passer.
I missed that one. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I missed that one.
Well, they call roughing the pass. I saw 19, Joe Beveridge, around there. I didn't see what happened on the play.
Well, Hudson's dodged a couple bullets here. They might put another one on the board, maybe make it look a little bit better.
Ed Cadero checking in for Marlboro for Ben Catone.
Well, he got off in a hurry.
Yeah, Ben is a hustler.
And sort of a slow motion, and there they go again with that, Roan. So what are you doing for Turkey Day today?
Turkey Day, I'm going to be home with my family.
I'm going to be home with your family, too. I'm coming over.
You're welcome.
Yeah, heading to the family homestead.
Dutchie's starting to substitute some people now.
We got the Sincata brothers out in the backfield. And, could be trouble. He's gone. Absolutely gone down the sidelines. He's to the 20. Sean Kroll got busy in the backfield.
Great play by Mike Sincata to save that touchdown.
So, just about 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Big gain. He cranked out about 35 yards on that.
At least, maybe 50. Big play.
And Beveridge right now. Ooh, he gets hit as he was unloaded. Almost picked off by Donahue. And Cotton put a big pop on him.
Thanksgiving.
One of the housemasters at the high school, Paul Camatara, stopped by to say hello.
Didn't recognize him with his incognito mustache going on over there. He's growing up for the holidays.
Another guy doing a good job up to school, well respected by the students, faculty.
We got a second down and 10 now on the Marlboro 14. Gonna try that back inside with Kroll.
Tailback trap.
Look at, he's all muddy. J.J. Donahue's got his arms all muddy, all psyched to be playing football on Thanksgiving. Look at him, he's just happy to be there.
He's a Leroy Jordan type linebacker. Quick, all over the place, tough hitter, a lot of speed.
How about Ted Hendricks? You want to talk about great linebackers? Whew.
Yeah, he was a good one too.
And in motion, Beveridge, the roll right, got some good blocking on the side. Oh, and they're going to call the pass interference. Bob's nodding like it was a pass interference. He was looking for Ronnie Melvin on that. That's going to be half a distance to the goal line. They're inside the 15-yard line.
Looked like there was a little defensive holding before the throw, and then they called interference after. Looked like Rick had his hands on him when he was trying to make the turn. Offsetting penalties.
Offsetting penalties. Oh, congratulations to Lance Podlesny. He went for 203 yards today. Broke 1,000 for the season. Great achievement for him.
finishing out a great career in spectacular style.
Oh, Roan.
Jay Roan continues to show his athletic ability.
He just jacked it up for about 5 yards on that carry. I don't know. I had a coconut crunchy donut today, this morning. I'm not feeling too good right now. I gotta be perfectly honest.
Well, you're
with
probably
you.
feeling better than the Hudson fans. We're down right around almost a minute to play, and okay.
And they're trying to get him to hold. Wardwell can't do too much with it. Marlboro's going to take over on downs. And so we got 55 seconds left, and pretty much time for Marlboro, the Panthers, to celebrate the Thanksgiving win. And we have an announcement. The Patrick Leo McNeil Memorial Trophy is presented by the Marlboro Pop Warner Football for the outstanding player in the 1994 Thanksgiving game, and it's awarded to J.J. Donahue, number 50, the linebacker slash guard, for his outstanding contributions today.
Well, JJ had a fantastic game, well, a two-way game. Did a nice job at offensive guard, tremendous job at linebacker. He's had a tremendous career here, Marlboro High, and he's going out in style.
Actually, they gave him the first down. They rolled out the chains, and Hudson picked up the first down on that. And it caught us by surprise up here in the booth, but we have Wardwell and Kroll in the backfield. Beveridge the handoff. Oh, Jason Sullivan got raw. Look at that. No one touched him. No one touched him at all.
Sully's made some big plays here.
And Hudson's decided to call a timeout. Want to try to put some more points on the board. Benny Catone gets the lineman of the game.
Patrick McNeil Memorial Trophy presented by the Marlboro Pop Warner Football for the outstanding player of the game. Number 50, J.J. Donahue. Also the Enterprise Sun defensive player of the game, number 50, J.J. Donahue. And the 1994 Thanksgiving Day MVP presented by Marlboro Rovers, the number 22,
Lance Polesi, I guess you can't complain about that one.
No.
Kid had a tremendous game today.
And get some nice field level camera action right there. Beveridge, the quarterback, rolls out. Catone got on him, and woo, Kroll cannot quite punch it home. Time's running down to 25 seconds now. Hudson decides to use their last timeout.
Hudson wants to put one in here, and Marlboro's determined they're not going to do it.
Hey, that's good, you know, determination on both sides of the ball.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, number 77, Jason Sullivan, is the recipient of the class of 1969 Outstanding Athlete in Academic and Athletic Achievement. Congratulations, number 77, Jason Sullivan.
Geez, Jason Sullivan. Getting a little recognition from the 25th year reunion alumni.
Well, they made some great choices. They committed, boy, you couldn't argue with any of them. J.J. Donahue, Lance Polesi, Benny Catone, Jay Sullivan. Four guys who had an outstanding game today, an outstanding career for Marlboro High.
It's good news. I'll tell you what, that Sullivan's a smart kid. He's got a 3.3 grade point average. Looking at Amherst, UMass, Amherst College, UMass, Harvard.
Well, you know, he's a good-sized kid. He got great ability, good hands, good feet.
That's what I was amazed. I watched him play basketball last year.
Oh, yeah.
He'll give you like 9 points a game, 10 rebounds, and play 12 minutes.
Yeah, he's an excellent athlete.
Bob Brennan's got the Boston Garden vantage point for this play. Just an inside handoff. And now Hudson uses up their last timeout, brings up a 4th and goal from the 3. Pretty much a battle of wills right now on this one. Ooh.
Jeff Long down there talking to Mike Rigney on the sideline. Jeff's a pretty happy athletic director today. Watch his coach Dutchy Holland pull even with Hudson 2-2 in his 4-year term here at Marlboro.
That's right. I had forgotten that.
You know, I think Dutchy really is a class act, a tremendous football coach. Kids always block and tackle very, very well. They line up on the ball. They move together as a unit. They've been doing that since he came here.
Good form coach, teaches technique.
Fundamentally his teams are very, very sound. This team this year played against a lot of bigger opponents. Very scrappy, hung in there against a big Fitchburg team, Milford team. Could have stole that Milford game, and Milford certainly had superior talent, but I think the coaching and the way the kids play, they almost pulled it out for them.
Okay, and 4th and goal from the 3-yard line now. Beveridge rolls out. He's got the man in the end zone, and it's a touchdown to Jay Roan. 10.5 seconds left in the game. Oh, and Beveridge got shaken up on the play. He's down. Looks like he's holding his wrist.
Very well executed play that time.
Nice.
Roan went through the right side of the line, came through and all the way across the field. Quarterback rolled left and caught him in the back of the end zone. Very, very fine play.
It's almost kind of like that play that you guys ran to Frank Fay, because I think that he was in motion.
Same
I think
type
that Roan
play,
was in motion.
Same type play. In motion one way through the line and then back across the field.
Hudson's going to use up one more timeout. Pretty much the only people left now are the players' parents, other assorted fans. Hudson's got a timeout. We got some happy fans down the sidelines getting a little needling up in the press box. Some thumbs up right there. Hey, oh, there's John Butler, the hockey coach. And we're back to the action now.
I was at the Smoker the other night, Glenn, and they asked Dutchy Holland the score of the game, and he said 28-14. Well, if Hudson doesn't convert here, Dutchy's right on the money.
Wow. And what did who said 33-6?
That was Jeff Long.
Okay. And they're going for the deuce on this one. And Gould gets stacked up by Cotton first. And he's not going to get it.
Well, Dutchy Holland not only got the win today, but he picked the perfect score, too. 28-14 on the money.
And, ooh. Getting a little bit ugly down on the field there. You don't want that type of stuff to happen. Not with 10 seconds left. Go out with some class. Motion's running high, though. It's going to hurt to lose that game. So, congratulations. We're definitely going to have to go out to the Marlboro High School football team. The Panthers look like they're going to, take care, Bob, look like they're going to wrap up this Thanksgiving Day game and their season on a winning note. They'll go to 5-5. Hudson falls to 2-8. But you got to, like we've been talking about all game, just the contributions. Kids like Jason Sullivan, Ben Catone on the line. And Lance Podlesny went over 200 yards in the game, 3 touchdowns. MVP of the game, goes over 1,000 yards for this season. Just, you know, really people you just rave about with plenty of good reason to.
Absolutely. You know, the future looks bright at Marlboro, too. You got T.J. Rake out there, a junior who's going to step in as the quarterback next year. You're going to have Shane Gilliott, you know, among other underclassmen that have done a great job here for Marlboro. I think it was a great year for Dutchie and Marlboro. And my hat goes off to Herb Bush, too. His team hung in there all day today, scoring a touchdown at the end of the game. They could have folded the tent, but they hung in here to make a game of it. And
there's Marlboro's own Heisman Trophy, so lovingly shot by John Breen. Looking pretty good right there. He's a big, tall guy up against the sun. And, yeah, really, I mean, they're going to try the quick kick, the onside kick. And Jason Sullivan hangs on, a little bit of a pig pile. At this next play, Ricky Sincotta is probably just going to take the knee and call it a game.
Jason Sullivan showed his good hands there.
Oh, he looks like
he's
might have landed on the point of the football, got the wind knocked out of him. I think that's exactly what it is. Just trying to breathe.
And the most worried coach in the place right now is the basketball coach. Seeing Jason laying down there on the...
Dennis Walsh guy came from out of Northeastern. Yeah, I think he just got the wind knocked out of him, landed on the point of the ball, strange or something. And there's a shot of myself and Bob Brennan. Bob, wave to the cameras down there. How you guys doing? The Channel 30 banner right here, and all kinds of great stuff. There's Bob with the hat and gloves, and I have nothing. I'm freezing.
John, you did a good job down there today.
A lot of great on-field camera work. Tim Colligan in the director's booth. And the invisible phantom up on the lockdown camera up on the roof. And, of course, who could ever forget Stephanie Flionis. All kinds of great stuff. I don't know, though. Sullivan's been down for a while now. That's, he's getting up slowly. And it might be a little bit more than that, actually. He's kind of limping off. Be ashamed to see the kid get hurt on the last play of the game. Something like that. No, he's okay.
I think you called it right, Glenn. Had the wind knocked out of him. Just getting his composure coming off the field.
So with 9.17 seconds left in this football season, it's actually going to be T.J. Rake taking the ball out over center. And they're going to have
J.J. Donahoe with his first carry of the year.
Sort of a fridge play. And congratulations go out to the Marlboro Panthers as they take their second straight Thanksgiving Day football game from the Hudson Hawks. Hudson, no reason to be ashamed, though, Bob. You're saying the final score 28-14?
Oh, no, they did a nice job hanging in there. You know, this game 20-0 in the first few minutes of the game. Less than 5 minutes gone in the game. Marlboro scored 3 touchdowns. Hudson could have got beat 50-0 if they didn't hang in there and play good football. Great job by Marlboro and a good effort by Hudson.
Absolutely, and the handshake. A lot of these kids are friendly too. We played some baseball together all over the summer, and
oh, absolutely. I was listening to the radio show on the way up, and these kids, they play youth hockey together. They compete against each other, and they go out together. They're good friends, but when they tee it up Thanksgiving morning,
it's a little bit different.
A little bit different.
Definitely a little bit different. As they all are slapping hands. There's Podlesny and J.J. Donahue, two of the big keys to today's success from Marlboro. Taking some time out.
Well, it's a senior game, and the Marlboro seniors really rose to the occasion today and made one of the finest efforts that they could come up with, and paid off in dividends with the 28-14 victory.
So for Bob Brennan, I'm Glenn Gleason. This has been Channel 30's coverage of the 1994 Thanksgiving Day football game. Everyone, thanks for tuning in and have a great Thanksgiving.
Thanks, Glenn. Pleasure working with you.
It was a great time.